Tim Collins here with Cullman today. I'm out with Bad Boy Bob and the instructor of the Cullman radKIDS Safety Camp. It's Cindy Rohrscheib, an officer with the Cullman Police Department. Cindy, how's it been going out here?
It's been going really good. We've had a great crowd. It's going great.
I understand you sold out.
Yes, we did, and I do not like to turn kids away. I'm going to have to figure something out about a second camp and let those come back that didn't have an opportunity to.
So tell us a little bit about what radKIDS is from a national level all the way down to Cullman.
Okay, radKIDS is a national program. I learned about it when I went to a TASRO conference when I was a school resource officer. I went to a TASRO conference, learned about the program there. I am an equalizer self-defense instructor. That's a women's program that's age 13 and up. And I was having all these parents come to me and say, you got to do something for my son, you got to do something. What about the ones that are in elementary school? Came across radKIDS. It was perfect because it's for elementary age boys and girls, which is, you know, what I didn't have before. And so I thought, okay, I've got to get this program going in Cullman.
And you've been at it here at Nathan Hudson. Nathan, you've got one child or more at this event.
I've got one child of my own and several nieces and nephews.
Wow, you're filling the roster here.
Yep.
What motivated you to sign these guys up and bring them out for this?
It's just good information to have. I mean, every kid needs to know what they do if something happens and their parents aren't around, emergency situations. I mean, you can't stress safety enough.
And you've been at it, my understanding is like
9 years.
9 years.
Yeah. I became an instructor back in 2000 and I think it was 2006, and so started doing that. It was about right after Equalizer, and started kind of doing here and there in the schools. Then I decided to do a summer camp. I thought we need to do this in the summer because sports was an issue in the school times. You know, had a hard time getting kids to be able to with the schedule. So I thought we can do a summer camp, and this is now our 4th year. And it is growing in leaps and bounds. So
when I think a parent first sees this, they're uncertain what it is that's being taught. Can you break down what you're doing exactly with the kids?
Yes, it is a safety. radKIDS is resisting aggression defensively. So it is about teaching kids to resist aggression, but it's also about teaching them all aspects of safety. It's not just about self-defense. It's about what are you going to do if somebody breaks into your house. What are the best things to do? How do you call 911? You got to calm down. You can't be screaming. Dispatch needs to hear you. You need to know your address. So we teach them to start learning their address, and we teach them to gun safety, internet safety, cyberbullying, things that you should not post on the internet, like Facebook, social media dangers. And then we teach them, you know, good touch, bad touch, and then we teach them vicious dogs. You know, we're going to be bringing some dogs in to show them kind of the nature. Of course, these dogs are radKIDS dogs. They're good.
Today, I'm out here with Mary Ashley Rohrscheib, the assistant instructor down at the Cullman Police Department radKIDS Safety Camp. Mary Ashley, what's going on out here today?
We're just doing a bunch of fire drills and making sure that the kids know the safety reasons for if they're ever in an emergency and they have to get out of it, and they can call 911 and make sure that they can talk to the dispatchers really plain and clearly so the dispatcher can listen to them. And we teach them to make sure that they remember their address and ways to get away from a bad guy or a fire or any kind of emergency. And we just really teach them all the safety tips that they need to know.
Well, I know in my daughter's case, she was practicing all night trying to remember her address. So good job on that. I think she's got it.
So we kind of teach them that, bicycle safety, crossing the road. I mean, it is just every day they're learning a total different aspect of safety. And then with that, then they learn a self-defense move. So it is just such a great program for just an all-around well-balanced knowledge about safety.
I'm here with Principal David Wiggins of East Elementary School. His children are at radKIDS. radKIDS. I knew you'd help me out there. radKIDS Safety Camp conducted by the Cullman Police Department. David, what are your thoughts? Has it been fun for everybody?
They came home the first night raving about radKIDS. They understand the importance of safety, and Cora has now learned her address in case she has to use 911.
Remember your password as well?
Remember your password? Shh, don't tell.
Okay, we're working on the password. Now,
But we can't tell our password.
well, as a parent, it looks like to me that it's well balanced. I mean, you have physical work, desk work,
Yeah.
entertainment, some food. You kind of roll it out for them over 2 hours.
Yes, I do. We do lots of drills because you have to teach kids. You got to show them. You can't just sit there and tell them, hey, this is a stranger, or that door's hot, don't touch it. But if you run them through some fake scenarios and you teach them the drills and they physically practice, then it's muscle memory. They start to remember it, and then they start to apply it to the safety and to it just kind of all takes in at one time, and they realize, okay, this is what I need to do because I've practiced this. I've actually done it.
Today, I'm out here with Ella A., a student at the radKIDS Safety Camp. Ella, how's it going for you the first 2 days?
Good.
What have you learned?
Defense and safety.
And what does defense mean to you?
If you're cornered up, then you need to use your defense.
I see. And how about safety? What does that mean to you?
Safety is if there is fire, you need to, and there's smoke coming out of your room, you have to feel the doorknob, and if it's hot, then you shouldn't go. But if you do it with the back of your hand, the door is closed, then you can go.
Kind of like hitting Bad Boy Bob. You teach them the target areas, you know, the eyes, the nose.
You want to do a quick demo on Bad Boy Bob before you're teaching?
What I do is we set Bad Boy Bob up in his little brace, and then it's great because it's just a mimic of a person. So it's, you know, you got your target areas, you got your eyes, your nose, the side of the chin, the side of the neck, all the target areas that we show them. So then, like for instance, we tell them to pepper. This is our pepper self-defense move. It's kind of like, you know, we make the duck face or whatever. All right, and then we tell them to get into their fighting stance, and you pepper the eyes. So it's 1. All right, go. Good job. Good job. Getting good. There you go. Get him. Go. All right, go. There you go. Good job. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You have to think about when you're dealing with little kids that they're not going to be strong. Whoever tries to hurt them or do something to them, of course, is probably going to be bigger. So you have to think about target areas they can realistically do with their strength.
So as a principal, you must see this in a completely different light than maybe me as an average parent. What are your thoughts on it? Do you feel like it's a great program? Or?
Absolutely do. The first year of radKIDS was actually at East Elementary in 2007 in our library. So it's expanded over the years, and now that my children are old enough to attend, we could not wait to be part of it. But parents always first, so nothing more important than safety of my girls.
Now, is this your first time bringing kids out, or is
well, my daughter's been through it, I think about 2 years ago, and then she's actually volunteering and helping this year, and then all the nieces and nephews, I believe this is their second time through it.
Wow, return business is a good testimonial. Any other thoughts or feelings about the whole event?
I can't stress enough how important it is to teach safety to your children, to have a plan in place in case something happens. You never know what's going to happen to you or your spouse. So the more your kids know, the better it is.
I just want to say that I owe a special thanks to the Civic Center for letting us use their facility. They have been awesome every year, and they are great about taking the registrations forms for me, and they've been great help. And also, especially Chief Culpepper. He's the chief police, helps sponsor this program. He helps me kind of open the doors for it and everything, and gives me permission to do it. And without that, you know, I wouldn't be able to. So I just want to say thank you to them and all my helpers. I have to round up my daughter and all these teenagers, and it takes a unit to do it. So
it's a big job, isn't it?
It's a big job, yeah.
So one last question. What are the chances that we would have another radKIDS this year?
Well, I would like to. If I could get it, I'd have to, of course, go through Chief Culpepper, make sure it's okay with him. If he says it's okay, I could probably do another one maybe like in July, right before school starts, and I might check into doing that. I might talk to him if I have enough interest, and some parents want to let me know that they might attend, and I can get that kind of interest going, then I might see if I can pull that off.
I bet you we can help you do that.
Yeah, I hope so.
Thanks for your time, and thanks for taking care of these kids, Officer Rohrscheib.
Yeah, no problem.
Fantastic.
Thank you.